Hello YouTube, greetings from Oregon. Today I was actually going to do a video on I'm changing the fluids in my CFMoto C1000 Overland. I don't have a lot of miles on this, about 120, but it calls for, you should be changing your fluids once a year, and it's not that expensive, especially when you're doing it by yourself. And it's pretty easy to get to everything, but I came across one issue with regards to changing the transmission fluid. This is the fluid that I'm using. This is a full synthetic. This is OEM. I have a T written there, so I know that this is for transmission. But the problem is, any of you who have these know that there's a plate that runs underneath the unit. Now, when you change the oil, there's a hole cut out in that plate for the oil to be dripped through. So it's not like getting all over your plate under there. But for the transmission, there isn't one. And the last thing you want to do is have a bunch of oil dripping on that pan. You can see it's got a little sand on it. We were at the dunes last weekend. So what to do? I remembered that I had this pump. This pump is for pumping fluids out. I had it for, I had a Yamaha jet boat, and that's how you change the oil. There's no drain plug. So you just suck out the bad oil and then replace it with the good oil. Now, granted, you're not going to get 100% of the old oil out, but I'm perfectly fine with 95 or greater percent of the bad oil out, or the old oil, I should say, and then just replacing it with good stuff. And again, these don't get a lot of use, at least as a recreational vehicle, they don't. That's how much oil, transmission fluid, I pulled out, and then I just replaced it with that much and checked the dipstick. But yeah, this is a game changer here, this pump. I got it on Amazon, and I don't think it was that much money. I've had it for a while, but that just goes on the battery of your CFMoto or any other quad that you have. But yeah, I was kind of surprised that I looked all over YouTube to find any video about changing the transmission fluid on these things and found nothing. And maybe that's why, is that there isn't a way to get that to drain without it filling up your skid plate with oil. So that is that.